Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Hi. So just put hashtag live below if you're watching this live and put hashtag replay below if you're watching the replay. So I'm with a very special guest today, Aditi Kohli, who is founder of an organization called Tree of Life. Well, it is based out of Kolkata, where it's a therapy, healing, and coaching center where people can come in and receive an energy transformation through something like access bars. They can come in and they can receive some form of healing. They can come in and receive EFT with Aditi herself, as she's a certified EFT practitioner. They can come in and receive coaching, and she has a little space where she also does workshops and like a space where people in the local area can come and connect and plug into the tree of life. So, Aditi, you know, before I get started in terms of the reason we're here today, tell me a little bit, why the tree of life?
Thank you, ma'am, for having me here. Why the Tree of Life? Tree of Life actually began its journey in 2009
Mm,
uh, as a pranic healing center.
mm.
The logo, if you go and check, it's an inverted tree of life, which means that we are all inverted trees of life who are rooted in the divine. The roots, is above,
Oh, wow.
and the leaves are on the towards the earth where we are bearing fruits. So we have to remember that we are always rooted to the divine, as souls on earth who have come to fulfill certain purposes. So that's
That's
the
really powerful, Aditi. That is such a incredible spiritual context as well. I mean, how did this come to you? I mean, yeah, I've known you for a long time, but I regret I didn't take the time to understand this aspect of it. It's quite spellbinding, and it has so many repercussions and meanings about life. It's like, I'm kind of rooted in the divine. That's my anchor. That's my, that's who I am. That's where I come from. And yet, I have to come onto this earth and let the leaves on this earth have a grounded experience. And you're kind of grounded in both parts, aren't you? You normally think of the earth as being grounded, but your concept is actually we're kind of rooted in source as well, in the divine. And that's so real, isn't it? I love that. And what got you on this path? Like what's been your journey, and what sort of brought you where you are today?
so I grew up in Kolkata doing my
Mm,
BCom honors, so I'm a commerce
mm,
graduate. And it was strange. Then NIFT came to Kolkata, NIFT, National
mm,
Institute of Fashion Technology. So I was the first batch, and I got
mm,
into fashion designing because I loved colors, and it was just fun to create.
mm.
And somehow, you know, um, through that journey, I ran my label for 15 years, and I realized that it was a little offbeat because I wasn't really churning out clothes. I was really looking at people, their, things like, it was more of a psychological journey for me where, building confidence and body image and all of that was going along with making clothes. And then something
Wow.
shifted. I received a healing, a pranic healing session,
Mm,
and my eyes just opened. I was like, wow, this is amazing.
mm, mm,
And the person who gave me the healing motivated me to learn it. And
mm,
that's how my journey started into the energy realm.
mm.
And in the energy realm, knowing about the chakras and then again reconnecting to, who we are, what is the source, why are we born, the purpose, why is this body the way it is? Why have we chosen these people in our lives? So all those questions slowly started, opening up for me. Not that I've got the answers yet, but
Mm.
at least, I started entering certain doorways. And then in 2020, 2021, after 15 years of becoming a senior trainer in the pranic healing world, I started teaching like 5 levels of it and opened organizations for them and stuff like that. And 2020, 2021, there was a big shift again in my life, which was not a very happy one. So here I lost my parents 6 months within each other, and the trauma and the grief, and also, I was so happy to give all my life. Suddenly, the universe pushed me in a corner where I just had to receive. So there was a financial crisis, there was an emotional crisis, my health crisis. I got COVID twice. So I was completely like, I had to do something to change. Otherwise, it was like do or die situation.
Mm.
And that's where, I attended the Access Bar classes. It helped me, the body processes. And then VLC came into my life. And for the first time, even though I was running a center, which was Tree of Life, it was more of a charitable, kind of a thing, which was not for profit. I was not taking home any money from my center. It was going back into the system, but I had to recreate Tree of Life as a business place where I offer services. Though we were taking money for our services, but it was not coming to me. It was going back into the whole organization and the system as donations, as classes and stuff like that, organizing more classes. So the whole mindset had to shift. And I felt completely purposeless for one time in my life, where limitless living really helped me to, again reconnect to maybe the change that I was going through. And the mindset shift came in with breakthrough NLP workshop, and I became a practitioner and a facilitator where I realized that it was so difficult for me to receive. And that's the reason whatever manifestations I'm trying to do financially was not coming back to me, because there was this huge barrier in receiving. And then EFT came in. Actually, I wanted to do ICM, and EFT became a part of ICM because I really wanted to work through my childhood, traumas which were coming to the surface because my parents were not alive and I didn't have any closure. I didn't know who to talk to about those things, whether they were real or I was making it up in my head. So because of ICM, I did the EFT, and then you launched the trauma reverse, and the energy flow was just it was an eye opener for me. It was a complete eye opener for me, and I'll tell you the reason also. So it was strange, but after my mother passed away, I put on a lot of weight, and I became the identical weight when she had passed on, because I wanted to wear her clothes. I wanted to look like her, and my face became that same shape and structure, and I was like literally morphing into my mother. And with energy flow, slowly, I realized that, it's okay to be me. I started reclaiming myself. I donated her clothes. I started losing weight. The puffiness reduced. I started looking like myself again a little bit. I'm losing weight because I got more in communion with my body. So now, if my body tells me, okay, eat this, I eat it. Don't eat this. Even if my mind is saying, you love this, why don't you eat it? But if my body says that, no, I'm full, just leave it, we'll eat another time. My body actually wanted to move, which was a huge, shift for me because exercise was not one of my strong points. So it's like, okay, let's exercise, let's walk, let's do some, let's do some yoga, let's go do some, strength training. I mean, it was so tough for me to even get up from the bed Like I had so many joint pains, my shoulder, my knees, getting out of the car. I had to put both my legs down slowly. Like I was just feeling as if my life was over. I mean,
Mm.
it is strange, but my body doesn't have any pains now. I work out at least 4 times a week. Um, I mean, I have gone to Kedarnath, Badrinath, and other temples where you have to walk, sit on the floor, do things, travel with luggage, carrying the luggage. I see a huge change in myself.
That's really powerful. I love that. And I love, I mean, and so are you still a designer? Like, do you still?
I am now contemplating to start again. I am
Oh,
getting that
beautiful.
itch. Yeah, because I
Because I
think
guess
again,
it's more about it's not about the clothes, is it? Like what you're
no,
providing a service where you're allowing someone to connect with their soul and the colors that resonate with who they are and how they want to
colors,
express themselves in the world.
the fabric, the flow. Now
Yeah.
with post 50, the body changing, we want
Mm,
to look good, but not look dowdy. You know what I mean? We want to
mm,
look smart, but sometimes the body is bloated, sometimes the body is feeling good. So it's like having stuff which can flow with your mood, with your body, and not
mm.
judge your body all the time that, oh, you have this belly, you have this you know stuff going on, and you don't look nice. I think i think energy flow has helped me to honor my body.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautifully shared. Beautifully shared. I love the Aditi, which is one of the reasons why we're here today is actually energy flow. And Aditi has recently become an energy flow practitioner, and this is her official kind of Facebook Live announcement to the world. And one of the many things that, I love about the way Aditi works is she is so professional and she has an ability to create a very nice boundaried safe space, and I think this is where practitioners can sometimes trip up is they don't create that boundaried space, but they make it a little bit porous and it creeps into friendship and deeper connections, and this is the realm of now transference and counter transference where that client is no longer safe. So I love how Aditi brings a warmth, an authenticity, a genuineness. When you heard her story, she's not afraid to be vulnerable and share her truth and speak her truth. But yet she's incredibly professional, where she follows like a process and steps and asks what they're feeling and listens. And when she's listening, it's like her eyes, like are looking beyond, like, ooh, going deep into what's happening. And sometimes when I look at the designs, they remind me of like the ocean of the never ending, the infinite. It's just like, woo, it's just like going into the depths of something. And so, it's great and energy flow. And also, you see, for me, what are some of the criteria in making someone a practitioner? Can they keep their clients safe? Do they know the techniques? Are they able to facilitate it? But most importantly, how are they using these techniques on themselves? Are they walking the talk? Are they becoming that which they're saying to other people to do? And I think that's what's so true for Aditi is she used the energy flow in herself. She did the somatic regulation. She did the nervous system regulation. She was faced with a challenge where she became aware of it. And then she embarked on a journey on changing that and taking the right decisions to support her body and her body's health. So I love that. Aditi, well done. Many, many, many congratulations. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling really happy, and I'm feeling very empowered and excited to share this with whoever's
Yeah.
ready to.
Absolutely excited to share it. Absolutely, and so much do you share it as well because it's a perfect thing to do in in the environment that you're in as well with your business. Now, you shared a little bit about what you got from Energy Flow. What's been your experience when you shared it with other people, and what have they got from it?
Amazingly, it's very easy to integrate energy flow into the sessions that we do, whatever we are doing as a profession. Breathing exercises, especially. There was this person who used to wake up very tired in the morning, and when I shared the simple exercise of the double breath, she could feel a
Yeah,
huge difference
yeah,
in her energy,
yeah,
level. And there was this other person who was going through a lot of anxiety. And again, a simple process like the longer exhale breath, the straw breathing, that really helped her to regulate her nervous system.
yeah. I
I mean,
love
there
that.
are so many things like this which are very simple. You just have to be aware and know when to integrate it in your day to regulate yourself so that your
Mm.
rest of the day is managed well.
Yeah, I
Another,
love.
another, yeah,
Yeah, go
sorry.
ahead. Another. No, no, no. Go ahead.
Another technique that helps people a lot and myself also is the finger hold. I think that
Yeah,
is a game changer. The V fast, very
yeah,
W.
yeah,
It's so easy to do it and it brings about such an amazing shift so fast.
yeah,
And nobody needs to know. Like it can be in a group of people and you're doing it and nobody needs to know you are regulating yourself.
yeah. That's right. Yeah, I love how you shared that. And also, you've got the organs on the fingers as well. So that's great. You've got the meridians, you've got the organs, you've got the emotions. My mom used to always say to me, everything you need is in your hands, at your fingertips. Everything's at your fingertips. And also, my mom was such a big believer in eating with the hand as well. Because, she would say when you eat with the hand, like you kind of engage the air, the wind, the fire, versus eating with a fork or a knife or a spoon. And then, of course, science is also now showing that the bacteria that sometimes is left is actually really healthy for the gut and creates stronger immunity. So much of this is kind of some of this is sort of our ancient wisdom, but it's being kind of framed in an energy of allowance, and I think because some of the exercises you talk about, they're known exercises, okay, but the system of energy flow is, how do you share those exercises in an environment of safety, in an environment of allowance, where people can come home to themselves and they're able to flow at a pace that feels right for them versus it feeling like a set of exercises that they must complete and accomplish and follow a certain set. So I love how you describe that, Aditi.
I have
Now,
to
if
share
yeah,
something,
sorry,
sorry, with
yeah, yeah,
you.
no, please, I love
Uh,
that.
in the same line that now my bath time and my skincare routine is different.
Mm,
Immunity exercises, which we learned, and those points that we need to massage. I do that during the bath time. So it's not like I have to do it like you're saying. It's not like a tick box.
mm,
When I'm applying the lotion on my face, there are
yeah,
certain ways of doing that. My
yeah.
face shape has
Your
changed.
face has changed,
Yeah,
yeah, because you
it's
can do the jaw
changed.
release like this.
Yeah, jaw
And
release, the vagus nerve,
vagus nerve here, the
eyebrow
sleep, the
pull, the
eyebrow,
crown pull, neck.
crown,
So
neck
many
touch.
things
Yeah,
we
this
do.
all helps firm up
Yeah.
the face. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So, it just makes your body feel like you love it more, you accept it more, you're allowing it more. So the body is feeling different, looking different. And that's
Yeah.
what I love about this whole program, actually.
I think that's so powerful. And you touched on something briefly, and I just want to sort of explore it with you a little bit because you touched on the weight and the grief, and your mom, and you touched on the image and working with the soul of the person. You touched on menopause and how the body changes post 50. And I wonder if Source is wanting something new to emerge from your energy system, centered around, you know, like as I look at you right now, you look like such a shaman, like a, you know, I know you're rooted in India as well, but like with the American Indian wisdom, that Pachamama, Mother Earth, shamanic wisdom, South America, and I wonder if there is a space for, you know, reawakening the mother within, like the feminine within, the mother within, because so many women go through this transition where it is hard, and they do need a different style for themselves, and they do need. I wish I had energy flow all those years ago. In 2017, my perimenopause started, and I had it 2017, 2025. I mean, 7, 8 years I had symptoms of perimenopause, menopause, not knowing what it was, and it was very frightening, and so to have someone like you, even if they can come into your tree of life space and to facilitate some of the sort of exercises to help them build their inner confidence, but to help with the symptoms that they're going through. And then, to be able to, should they choose, do some of the deeper energy work and emotional work on the themes, because you see, when estrogen drops, the desire to want to give also drops,
Wow.
because estrogen is a giving hormone. It's a hormone that makes the female pick up the clothes of the kids, put it in the cupboard, make the meals, take care of the husband. It's the giving hormone. So when the giving hormone comes down, and actually I believe the female is lives their best life post menopause. Like, it's the most authentic stage of life. It's the most real stage of life. And it's a stage of life where so much life has happened. It's like I feel it's a self-love journey. It's like I no longer need to engage with people that just don't resonate with my soul. I no longer need to be who I am not, because I got another 40, 50 years left, max to max, maybe even less, like 30. Wow, I want to live it. And I'm not
Wow.
willing to put
I
up
can,
my
yeah.
kids' drama anymore, like the way they yank my, solar plexus cord and sort of disempower me, because it's like I'm done with that. I'm not interested anymore. I just choose to be me. Love me, hate me. I like me. I love me. And it's
I
my
can
job to
come,
like me.
yeah,
Yeah.
I can completely resonate. I think I went through the similar, process.
Yeah.
It just feels you, it makes you feel so rooted in your own power. And once you feel like that, it's easy to get along with other people better, I feel, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think community is everything, Aditi. Having a space where people can build a community, there's a community space and people feel safe, safe to express themselves, safe to be heard, safe to vent, safe to complain, safe to bitch and moan as well, safe to experience joy, safe to be happy, safe to not feel judged. you know it is such a beautiful thing. So if source energy wants this path to open up, and your life's journey be a source of transformation for other people as well, then so be it. And if your life's path is something else, so be it as well, like whatever grace and God wants for you. Wow, we got a little different tangent. So those listening in, if you'd like to connect with Aditi, or you're physically based in Kolkata, um, people based in Kolkata, and Aditi, if you can just share your web link with us as well, you can share it on, this Facebook Live, so people can also like have a look at it. And let Aditi know, if you are based in Kolkata, what are the kind of, things you would like her to host? Because she's also a breakthrough coach with hypnosis and NLP, and she does these beautiful, hypnotic sessions of deep rest and relaxation. And in the hypnosis, some of the breathing techniques are also there that she's learned with energy flow as well. So if you would like to have a space, and I'd like to call it home space, where you would like to come home to you, either through the expression of what you wear, all through physically being in that space in Kolkata and to experience that for yourself, or you want to come home to yourself in terms of your authentic expression with your family members, please get in touch with Aditi. Just write home below. And it's worth traveling to her center, wherever you are, and going there and connecting with Aditi because Aditi will design a customized immersion program for you as well. So if you are sort of want to fly into Kolkata, book a hotel close by, she'll put a full 2, 3 day immersion package for you where you can do some energy work with her or one of her team members. You can go deep with the emotional work, the coaching work. And actually, because we live in such an online world today that the whole beauty of physical contact, physical touch is sort of drifted away. And so she runs these immersive retreats where you kind of book your own accommodation, you fly in, you can hang out with Aditi, and she has like a whole treatment package. For you that you can do over sort of 3 days, which right now, she's toying with the image idea. Please tell her that's a good idea. And she could include that as well. So if you want to get home to yourself, you want to visit her tree of life home, then please put home below. So, other thing in closing, if you had to share any wisdom with us, what wisdom would you share with all of us?
I can share an experience.
Yeah, that'd be
Wisdom
lovely.
is something we are always gaining.
Yeah.
An experience is that once I started understanding and in communion with my body and honoring it, my income has increased.
Wow, that's brilliant.
So the body starts attracting, and the manifestation starts appearing because your body feels safe to receive
Mhm.
it.
I think that's powerful. I think that's really powerful because money is another area Aditi works in. It actually, I was a bit naughty today. She actually specializes because I'm a creator and I throw little energy bombs from time to time. So Aditi actually specializes with entrepreneurs and business owners. So if you're an entrepreneur, business owner, you want to work in the realm of energy, life transformation, you want a full life transformation to happen at the level of energy. I mean, Aditi's your woman, by the way. She's the one you need to go to. But she's absolutely right. What she just shared is money is energy. And if our energy is off and we're sitting in desperation or resentment or anger or annoyance or frustration, well, guess what? Money shows up in these ways too. But if you sit in, yes, I'm open to receive, I love it, give me more, thank you, mwah, 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 then more comes in. Thank you for that lovely life experience. Many, many congratulations. Loved hanging out with you today. Wish you all abundance and success. Thank you, Aditi.
So much. Thank you so much, ma'am. This was really amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, the pleasure was all mine. Let us know below what you got from this interview as well. Take care. Bye.